Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo choo to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. Can't believe this! Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof! Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there is no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. I don't know how to interpret that. Is that going to be like a giggity thing, or just like, will it be worse, better, what? More than that, she told me what she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Pretty sure I saved just before that. It's already Sunday. We just skipped whatever in between. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. Which, let's hope it's both up and coming. Giggity giggity goo. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. Concern! You should really check that out, buddy. She's in your neighborhood. She might be literally your neighbor. Do the thing. Keep up with your friend, man. She didn't seem to leave in the best place. Mentally. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. It's like, okay, yeah, but still, like, she lives in your neighborhood and you could just walk over there and be like, hey, you said you weren't feeling all that well. You could have done that between when the school day ended on Friday. I assume they don't have clubs on Saturday. I don't know, but I'm assuming that. And then Sunday, you could have just been like, on Saturday, you can be like, hey, are you feeling better? Just to sort of touch base and make sure she's alright, dude. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Well, worry about it in the front of your mind and check on her. If she doesn't reply to a text, show up and just knock knock. Hi, I care about you. Are you doing alright? You seem fine. You said don't worry, but I do. And I just want to make sure you're okay, because honestly, a lot of the things you said were red flags about the thing. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might meet me? No, it's not. You should definitely go check out if she's okay. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't. Not, like, she left to do, but that doesn't mean that okay, you should definitely, do you have the right to choose whichever individual here you choose? Yes. Should you look forward to Yuri because that's who you chose? Yeah. But you had Saturday to go check on Sayori at the very least and just, be like, hey, how you doing? Because you kind of like, you said you were feeling sick and then you just seemed fine. So that seemed like a lie. You should check them out. You should make sure you're okay. I guess that's not what happened. Oh no, I do. Cool. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Okay. I mean, alright. That seems legit. That's cool. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that it made it a bit of a habit, simply entering each other's house like we were family. It's got a cool house. It's a very interesting design. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I mean, you did send her a text, but I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Where is she? I don't find her. Sayori? Hi, Tech. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Oh, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I mean, she's got like what, a calendar that's sort of weird. That last month thingy, it's like all like scribbled in a weird way. She's got some boxes. She's got a big old cow. She's got some dying house plants. Just kind of sad. She's wearing cute clothes, but sort of just what you put on, because if all you own is cute clothes, then, you know, these are like the least effort cute clothes, I guess. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Fair point, because I was the one that helped you clean stuff up, apparently. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori already left by the time we just decided that at the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Yeah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Tak. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. It's like, nah, fam, I'm fucking worried about you. I've known you since we were kids. I haven't been here in a while, that's that, but I'm glad that my character actually did the thing and came here and was like, are you okay? Because genuinely, like, you know, like, I just, like, they're making me feel bad about the whole concept of being like, oh well, you know, you're in a harem anime sort of dating sim game, except for that each of these characters is well fleshed out and to some degree, and you know you're gonna feel bad about not picking one, and they're really kind of leaning into making you feel bad about it. And it's like Sayori, I like because best friend from like all the time, you know, super cheery, positive, and all that. It did separate me because the whole you sided with Monica on the whole thing of making everybody perform, but then you left, and it's like I care about you. I don't feel like you really did express your feelings in such a manner that it was like, oh well, I want you to be my boyfriend. It was more like you asked about another girl and how I felt about them. And that's not the same thing. You didn't make any sort of move, you sort of, you know, and it's like, okay, don't get mad at me if you don't make that move. If you go out of your way to bring it up and then do this sort of thing. You chose to do that. I want us, like, it's a game to me because I'm a player in this game, and there's not like a lot of choices I get to make except for writing poems. So I wrote poems for the girl that I thought I liked the most, and I don't want to hurt Sayori by any means, but now I'm feeling like conflicted. But the reality is, like, what did you do to make me, like, what did you do that would reach out and sort of be like, I want you to be my boyfriend, let's do that sort of thing? What you didn't. What you did do is expose me to a bunch of other girls and say, hey, it's good if you hang out with them consistently. And again, like, yes, you put everybody in front of yourself and all that stuff, and yeah. But I came here, and I'm glad that I was able to, but it makes me sad to be like, there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe if you'd made a move, I would have done something differently, but it seemed like you didn't at all that. I could maybe sense the subtext, but not positively. You wouldn't even be thinking about me. See, that's my point. It's like, you put me around these other girls. I didn't do that. You tricked me into it even. And I found one that I particularly fancy. But that doesn't mean that we're not friends or I'm gonna abandon our friendship. And maybe you wanted us to be more than friends. But then why didn't you, I don't know, act upon it in some way? You're willing to... you're the one that risked it by putting me in that situation. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? See, what the... I don't like all that. I'm getting punished for being so selfish. How? What? And that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture. What the fuck is... Okay, what? Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders, like, what on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. It's like, no, you went from being like all super happy and cool and you just almost become a completely different person, and it all changed from the whole day that you and Monica were like, let's do this stupid shit that nobody wants to do. Like, we'll perform for the festival. Nobody wants that. Everything changed that day. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Tech. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. That's worrisome. Well, you were always not like this, and the only time you weren't like this is when you were around me? Because that makes me feel responsible. Saying what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Tech? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. What? Did you know that? No! Why do you think I'm late to school every day? You're a sleepy girl. You know, people consider sleep part of their personality. Like, you're sort of carefree and ADHD, and you put a lot of effort into other people more so than yourself. That's not that... Yes, those are possibly boxes that could be checked by somebody who has depression, but... Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Oh god, it's getting real. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? What the fuck? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what you do all the time. Right? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. You are hitting way too close to home, Sayori. Stop, please. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. That's not gonna help! Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Tech. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Motherfucker, fuck you! What important things have I been doing? You saved me from... You know, you encouraged me, helped me, whatever. Got me out of the house, Stop being an inevitable neat motherfucker. What important things was I doing? I don't want to be cared about. Oh my god. Oh, this is distressing. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. What kind of an analogy is that? What the fuck? That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me, but then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decide the world just wants to torture me. What the fuck, man? Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Tak, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. Then why did you encourage me to go to the thing? You're the one that you lied to people and made them make cupcakes and bribed me with those cupcakes that weren't even made. You orchestrated this whole thing. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person. What the fuck? For playing me a bit? For some snack money? I don't think that's that terrible. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. No, I don't. It seems like you have many conflicting desires, and it's your own self-destructive nature that sort of brought this about. And now we're both suffering because I don't want you to suffer like this. Because you're my best friend from like forever. And I just... What the fuck? And now you came here and I made you hurt too. And I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Tak. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. It's like, remember when we were happy just a little bit before this whole thing about fucking the press was like, hey, we're gonna do this festival shit. Everything changed then. But prior to that, it was like, oh, hey, we're enjoying talking, going home together, walking, like, oh, I get to walk you home too, instead of just possibly to school when you can. Like, we get to spend together. It was making the whole thing worthwhile because it was awkward for me. Wasn't that good? If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Tak. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain on her side. You are killing me right now, game. What the fuck? She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Tak. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what it needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. See, it makes me feel, this whole thing makes me feel like, okay, well, Yuri was okay-ish probably before I ever did anything. Now it makes me regret not, like, you know, interacting with Sayori positively and aiming my poetry towards her, because that seems to be the thing that changed the thing. And now she's like, you know, like, I do feel loyalty. Like, they're dragging me. Lisa, you're tearing me apart. Oh, hi, Mark. No, that's fucking not great. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Dak. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go, and as she does, I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know that it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I said goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. I'm gonna save. That was sad. I'm glad that my character kind of does the things that I sort of want them to do sometimes, even if I don't have full control over them. Because, in my opinion, that's what a good friend should do. So check them out. Make sure they're okay. What the fuck's going on over there, you know? Like, see where they're at. But, that's like, alright, you know, like, that did not turn out great. Like, she's basically saying, oh, I'm always depressed. This is who I am all the time. And surprise. It's like, well, why is there a surprise? Why don't we talk? Why don't we, you know, you put everybody else in front of you, and why all this? I don't know. It's just distressing.